Spiders. These creepy crawlies strike fear into the hearts of most, and it's no surprise as to why they freak people out. Their spindly legs, their hairy abdomens, and those glistening fangs are enough to intimidate even the toughest of people. Above all else, though, easily the biggest thing that frightens people is the venomous bite that most spiders possess. The fear that these eight-legged creatures could potentially harm us is one of the driving factors for arachnophobia. But just how dangerous are spider bites truly? In today's video, we'll look at the worst spider bites here in the US to see just how nasty they can be. Why? Because that's my job. My name is Jack, and I've dedicated my entire life to traveling all over the globe to find the strangest and most dangerous animals alive. I'm willing to get in close where others wouldn't dare in order to uncover and share the truth about even our deadliest and most misunderstood creatures. Now, this mission has brought me face to face with the formidable bites of some of the most dangerous spiders here in the States, and I'm ready to tell you all how all they stack up against each other. Let's dive right in. Well, my friends, you know that I have come face to face with some pretty gnarly bites and stings. Some of these bites top the list as the worst ones. Now, you guys are getting a little treat, because I know I said top 5 worst spider bites in the US, but folks, at number 5, we have a tie for number 5, which is the giant wolf spiders and the tarantulas. So let's take a look at just how painful and terrible the bites of both of these large arachnids really are. Our larger arachnids often use their girth and strength to overpower their prey, meaning their bites are generally not terribly potent. Where they lack potency, however, they make up for with volume and inject quite a lot of venom with each defensive bite. This can cause some pretty serious inflammation as the body has to process quite a lot of venom. Let's see what all you can expect from our larger spiders, and we'll start with a large wolf spider bite.
Let's see, why are you not biting me? Oh! About to bite me on the finger. Ow! Ouch! Ow! Oh, woof! Look at those fangs! Oh, man! Oh, look at that! Chewing away! Oh, man! Definitely worse than the tarantula hog. That's actually pretty painful. Her right fang is still on my arm. Let go, please. That's like a bee sting. That's pretty good. She's still going. Okay, now she's done. Woof. Look at my hands. Look how sweaty they are.
Look at that.
I know.
You've got...
I know. She like scored my flesh. Okay. Woof. Or should I say wolf? Ow. Look how sweaty my palm is compared to my other. Perhaps even compared to the size of my face. I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
It is.
Look at the difference. This one's completely dry. I am like sweating like a pig on that arm. Well, I think it's safe to say we got a good envenomation out of this spider.
Now, these bites can cause some pretty serious inflammation and itchiness that can take a week or two to dissipate. But other than that, they're really not too bad. Now, wolf spiders aren't the only large arachnids here in the US. Our native tarantulas take the cake for being our largest spiders here in North America. Our New World tarantulas don't generally have as potent a venom as their Old World cousins, but these animals can still deliver an impressive bite. Let's take a look at what all a Texas brown tarantula bite may entail.
Okay, ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. I'm not ready, but I think I'm gonna do it.
All right, go.
Oh, man. Oh, look at those fangs, folks. Come on. Oh, a few good bites in there. Come on, one more. Whew. Look at those. Look at all those little pin marks right there. Ooh. I gotta tell you, folks, it's that initial fang piercing the skin that's really painful. I'm only just now starting to feel a little bit of the venom effects as a light stinging sensation starts to kind of radiate through this area. For the most part, it was just those fangs digging into my flesh that was really the most painful, as I had surmised. Ah, man. Whew, whew. Take a look here. You can look at that bite center. This lovely tarantula. She has, I see at least 4 instances where those fangs fully pierce the skin. Potential, so that's 2 bites there at least that got in. But as you can see, now that we're finished with this test, my lovely tarantula friend here is really no longer interested in biting. Once again, this animal only was forced to bite when she felt that her life was in danger. And once that stimuli was removed, these animals go back to being their normal, placid, peaceful, calm, unaggressive selves. Now, folks, our next stop might surprise you because we're going to be taking a look at the cute and cuddly jumping spider. That's right, jumping spider. Despite these being really soft and fuzzy and they get that nice little exterior, this is actually one of the more painful spider bites I have actually endured. It was pretty impressive, pretty painful, right up there with like a wasp or a bee sting, which was pretty shocking. But don't just take my word for it. Let's take a look at the powerful biting capabilities of the bold jumping spider. Let's dive right in.
Despite that fluffy exterior, the larger jumping spiders easily have one of the initially most painful spider bites here in the US. Immediate stinging and burning sensations set in at the bite site when these spiders clamp down, and they have a potent enough venom to cause some pretty decent soreness and itchiness in the days following. Although timid and quick to flee, not bite, these spiders easily make the list off of pain alone. So let's take a look at the power of the bite of our larger jumping spiders.
Oh, those are nice fangs there. Take a look at that, folks. Those are good size. You can see they pinch outwardly in. All right, you ready? Let's take a look. Phidippus audax, the bold jumping spider. Let's go. Ouch! Ow! Hey, that's not very sweet. Look at that. Oh, man. Woof! Woof! Good job, cutie. Ouch, that kind of stung. That kind of bong. That got me bonked. Wow, that was impressive. Oh, too cool. We'll let her get back over here. Goodbye. There she goes. But look at this, folks. You can see right there, it's where those fangs went in. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. That was impressive. That was quite the sting. That felt almost like maybe a little wasp or yellow jacket. It was pretty substantial for a full defensive bite from that jumping spider. So I'm really impressed. You can see it's starting to get red. It's a little tight there. Obviously, those fangs are considerably larger than a lot of the stingers that I'm used to, so there's going to be a little bit of mechanical damage there. So I'm going to make sure to kind of keep this area clean and wipe it with an alcohol swab. But wow, I'm kind of impressed by that, and that should be a fairly impressive bite for you all at home. That was pretty good.
While initially quite painful, these bites really aren't too serious. Some inflammation and discomfort may follow, but the shy nature of these spiders means they aren't likely to bite unless they feel they absolutely have to.
Now, folks, we're starting to wander into medically significant territory. Our next stop is the invasive brown widow.
Now, while not nearly as dangerous generally as the black widow, these have an incredibly potent venom, and they can cause some severe pain and soreness in the general area where they bite. But let's take a look at how painful a defensive bite from a brown widow really is. The less well-known cousin to the black widow, these brown widows are invasive all over the world. Originally found in Africa, these spiders hitchhiked over on shipments and started setting up populations here in the States. While a true widow spider with a potent venom, these brown widows are much smaller than the average black widow, meaning they inject much less venom on average with a defensive bite. But let's see just how painful and dangerous the bite of a brown widow truly is.
So we're gonna make her bite you for like 6-7 seconds like the last widow?
No, folks at home, don't do this, number one. Number two, have a general self-awareness when pinning venomous spiders to your arm. Even the tiniest of envenomations can, rock your world. I just need to be mindful of that. I want a quick bite and a quick release. I don't want a drawn out full tank of venom, mostly because that's not a realistic bite test, and it's about twice as severe as I would like it to be. So I'm already not looking forward to the aftermath of this. I'm guessing, and it's probably going to be less severe than the black widow bite, just because it is a smaller spider. But that toxicity is really going to come into play, and I'm just stalling at this point. I need to get it done.
I'm excited.
Okay. The brown widow. Okay, everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, she bit me. I felt that little pinch. I can feel that she bit me. It's starting to sting a little bit now. Okay, I feel good. I feel good that she didn't hold on to me for a long time. Okay, it's starting to sting maybe about the same level as maybe even a fire ant. It's a little interesting. Come take a look at this beautiful spider, folks. They really are just some of the coolest spiders out there. I'm really hoping that I didn't screw myself over once again. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. But technically this is a brown widow, not a black widow. I was like, where'd she go?
Okay, folks, here we are exactly about 4 hours after the initial bite. Still nothing really systemic yet. The actual site of the bite is extremely sore. Kind of feels like a continual or continuous stinging sensation. But not really any body aches or nausea or cramping or really anything else at this time. It's got a really nice little circle around that initial bite mark. But it'll be interesting to see how this bite progresses over the next few hours. Okay, folks, here we are at like hour 10-ish, I want to say. I don't know. I think it's about 10 hours. It really has been pretty much the same since hour 2-ish, maybe. Pretty painful. My arm is like super sore, but so far it's super localized. It's just my arm. No back pain, no nausea, no cramps, no headaches, nothing. So at about this time, I think I'm gonna cut myself some slack. I love this stuff, this like antiseptic like wound wash. I use this for my recovery with the black widow bite. You just kind of like pour a little bit on top of the bite, and it's actually got a little bit of pain relief in there, which I really like. This is just a CVS brand. I went by CVS today. You can use any other type for any kind of like sore bug bites. It does a lot to just kind of like take care of some of that surface level pain, because once again, I'm not really having systemic effects. I'm not really having pain through my body. It is just on the surface of the skin. It's getting later, so I'm probably gonna wind down and go to bed soon. So I was gonna apply some of this just so that I can rest and my body can purge what's left of this neurotoxin, but I don't see it getting much more severe than this.
As you can see, despite these spiders being close cousins to the venomous black widows, their bites are rarely more serious than a lasting aching pain in the bite site. Bites could potentially be more dangerous if the spiders inject more venom or bite children or the elderly, but for the average person, these spiders are not likely to deliver a serious bite. Now folks, it should come as no surprise that at number 2 on our list is the infamous brown recluse. Now these spiders have a component in their venom called sphingomyelinase D, and while this can in fact cause necrosis, skin damage, cell damage, it's not capable of causing the extensive damage that many of you at home might believe it to be able to cause. But don't just take my word for it. Let's take a look at the extent of a brown recluse bite on a healthy, average adult human such as myself right now. Let's take a look. The brown recluse is one of the most feared spiders in all of the US. But just how deserved is this reputation, really? While these spiders belong to a family that contains some truly deadly species, are they themselves terribly deadly to the average person? Let's take a look at my most severe brown recluse bite and see what the average person could come to expect with one of these spiders.
Oh, the container's really getting me, folks. Oh, man. Ah! 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 Definitely worse than a tarantula hawk. Ah! No, I don't want to hurt you. Oh. Ooh. Oh, was that a little pinch? Oh. Come on, get in there. Oh, okay. Wow, that was a really good pinch. Ow. Huh. All right, I'll let you go. Ooh, interesting. Wow, actually, that was a little pinch. I'm surprised. That hurt a lot more than my other one. So it bit me right in there. You can see it's a little bit pink, just to verify that I was bitten. So all the naysayers could say, hey, that didn't really bite you. If it was a real bite, you would have died already. No, sadly. Sorry. I try and keep it over here, but it was in my hair. I'm follically blessed, so it might be a little hard to see. See, it's right in there. Little hair. I'll move some of this hair out of the way. Got me right there. How sweet of her. Wow, take a look at this, folks. This is about, I don't know, I want to say 30 minutes after the initial envenomation. You can see there that kind of whiter spot is the epicenter. I am really excited to see how this plays out. This seems to be a little more severe than my first envenomation. However, I'm not expecting too many serious or complicated results. I'm thinking we're going to see more of the same, maybe with a few add-ons, because this does appear to be a severe envenomation, but you can see this huge red patch is what you're going to see. So if you're just seeing a small little raised red bump, there's a very real chance that that was a mosquito or maybe an infected pore or follicle, and not in fact a brown recluse bite, because look at that. That is a full red patchy mess, almost rash-like in some areas. Very interesting.
Wow, take a look at this, folks. This is the morning after. Look at that. That's actually the scar I have from the wheel bug bite. And this bite has actually discolored that, as well as added a lot of color to my scar up here. I think that this is one of the more severe brown recluse envenomations that I have not only seen, but ever heard of. Truly attributed. Look at the swelling. My body is nice and red. Other than that, I feel okay. Got a little bit of a headache, but I haven't eaten anything yet today, so I'm gonna drink some water and eat some soup. And I'm gonna I have a little over-the-counter, little triple antibiotic kind of cream that I'm gonna put on this whole little epicenter. And we're going to see. It would be really interesting to see if we got some mild necrosis, so I can show you guys from an extreme envenomation the full extent of the tissue damage, because I think that's what a lot of this coloration may be, is it's trying to destroy some of the cells here. Now we shall observe if this is going to be enough to cause any sort of lesion, which I'm excited to see, but doubtful that it'll be anything impressive.
Nice and juicy. This should be day 11, I think. The blister is no more. Day 11, it's just kind of numb on this kind of red area, and then the rest is kind of what is, not super painful or anything. I was hoping we might see a little bit of necrosis so I could show that to you guys, but I do not have high hopes. Take a look at that, folks. Pretty gnarly, huh? Now, I have not needed to take any prescription antibiotics or go to the doctor or go to the emergency room or do anything other than how you might treat a mild body flu, which is going to be typical in the treatment of a severe Loxosceles reclusa envenomation, much like this one. Now, I will mention, should you experience severe necrotic cavities developing in your skin or in or around your person, please go to the doctor. Just because I'm saying brown recluses are harmless does not mean that whatever people call brown recluse bites are not indeed dangerous. These are likely extremely rampant bacterial infections that do need to be addressed immediately. So not the poor fault of our lovely little spiders here, but rather nefarious bacteria. So, once again, take a look at that. Not really any other symptoms other than this little patch here, so I'm going to just still keep it clean, keep it good, but I have a feeling that we are circling the finish line.
Long time no see, folks. Sorry I haven't been updating, it's just been boring. It's not really done much other than heal now. This is day 23. So as you can see, almost fully healed up. Looks like there'll be some mild scarring, but we didn't really get to see any of that black, rotting necrosis that so many attribute to these brown recluse spiders. Of course, now the planes choose to fly overhead and the dog chooses to shake for my lovely audio. But super, super interesting. Not really as serious as many would lead you to believe.
While a potentially serious bite that could in fact lead to other serious complications, for the average person, a brown recluse bite is more than manageable. Proper wound care and addressing infections immediately if they arise can turn this behemoth of a threat into little more than you would need to do for a hefty scrape or burn. But now it's time we find out which spider ranks above them all. Now, folks, at number 1, we have our most venomous spider here in the United States. Of course, the number 1 spot belongs to the black widow. Now, we have 3 beautiful species of black widow here in the United States: the western, the southern, and the northern black widow. Now, each and every one of these has comparable venom, and each and every one of these can deliver an excruciating experience. Now, this was one of my worst bites of all time. This left me in excruciating, writhing pain for up and over 12 plus hours. But let's take a look at everything you might come to expect with a powerful and potent black widow bite. Let's dive right in. The black widows of the US sport a powerful and potent neurotoxic venom that directly interacts with the neurons and sends an excruciating wave of pain throughout the body. Headaches, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, and more can accompany even the smallest of bites, and easily lands these iconic spiders at the top of this list today. Let's take an intimate look at my experience with the formidable bite of a southern black widow.
We're gonna try it. Come on. Oh, oh. Is that a bite? Is that a bite? Oh, yep. Okay, I felt it there. Gonna see if she. Oh, yep. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, that does hurt a little bit. Yeah, look, you can see that her fangs are inside of me. There. Oh, there she goes. She released. All right, so she bit me right there. I will say not immediate pain, but it is definitely starting to roller coaster. Yeah, is she in focus for you?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So it's starting to get pretty painful here. So again, neurotoxin, that's telling my body, ouch, owie, that really hurts. Don't make black widows bite you again.
We're at about 4.5 hours, and it is pretty much excruciating pain. I cannot sleep. I cannot lay down. It's, and you can see it's a little bit red, if you can see that on the camera. My lower back is just killing me. My joints are killing me. I mean, it's pretty painful. I mean, as far as like full body pain, probably the worst pain out of any bite or sting I've had. So it's pretty bad, but I mean, what you gonna do? It's not gonna kill me, but just don't get bitten by a black widow. I mean, they won't bite because they're docile, but if you do get bitten, get like some pain meds or something, because whew, let me tell you, it is a roller coaster, a rodeo, if you will. But I'm gonna try and get some water and lay back down, but it's pretty bad. This is easily the most dangerous spider bite here in the States, and perhaps the only one on this list that could potentially kill a person on its own. Luckily, these widow spiders are timid and shy spiders that are quick to flee at the first sign of danger rather than stand their ground and fight.
Well, my friends, there you have it. That is the 5 worst, technically 6 because you got a little bit of an extra with that tied for 5th place. But my friends, I hope you enjoyed this ranking. Let me know in the comments below, should you agree with my list today? And let me know if there's any species that you'd like to see me rank in the future. I am preparing for another big international trip here this fall, and we've got some really exciting stuff, hopefully, on the horizon. And folks, remember, every Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, there is a new Jack's World of Wildlife video, so be sure to tune in. But my friends, that's really all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed getting to see some of the most amazing spiders that the United States has to offer, and some of what their bites might entail for the average person at home. But my friends, this is where I must leave you. I bid you adieu. Hopefully I'll see you next week with the next upload. But until then, my friends, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next Friday.